Because sometimes you don't want to be on the side with all the fun drinks and beverages and things. You want to be on the side with the fun pancake-style water fountain. Hello and welcome to Hello, I'm Clutch, where I am here today in San Antonio, Texas to take you along with me for a tour of the San Antonio Riverwalk. Now, if you've never been to the San Antonio Riverwalk before, it's just a wonderful part of downtown that's kind of a little bit below the street level where there's a river and you can walk along it. There's lots of shops, there's lots of good places to eat, there's a boat ride you can go on, and honestly, it's just one of the most kind of fun, unique places to visit in all in San Antonio. And in this video, I just want to take you around so that you can see what it's like a little bit, see what some of the shops and options are as we are walking around, and just honestly take in the good vibes. So please, follow me. So something right at the corner where we are that's fun is Hugman's Oasis and the Tokyo Cowboy Whiskey Diner. Those are two just fun places. One is a tiki bar type of place that I've been a long time ago. Haven't been there in quite some time, but it was a fun and delightful place. But just looking at the river, what's great is that you can take these very brightly colored boats when you want to go take basically a nice leisurely stroll via boat around the whole place, and they give you some like history and some good information. But honestly, it's just nice because like you're a little below street level, you get like lots of good vibes. And I believe this is also kind of like New Orleans or like in Vegas, where I think once you're in the Riverwalk, you can actually take drinks out and walk around with them, like adult-based beverages, like alcoholic drinks, which is fun. So here we have the Esquire Tavern, which I believe is like one of the oldest taverns in all of the San Antonio area, which is very cool. But yeah, it's just fun to walk around. It's usually pretty crowded. This is the middle of the day on a Sunday in March, just to give you that point of reference. But know that, yeah, you're gonna see some people around here. And here's one of the spots that you can get on the boat. It's from Go Rio San Antonio River Cruises. I think there are multiple starting points. I don't think you need to buy tickets in advance because they're not timed, but you might be waiting more to buy your ticket if you didn't get it in advance. But you can see like it opens up. There's so much stuff at every little corner. It's hard to show this whole thing, but I'm gonna show you what I can. Got a fun bridge here to the left, so not in a lot of places, but in some of the places you can, take a bridge to get across. So if you're not on the side that you want, sometimes you do have to go up and around and back down. But other times, you just take a fun bridge. Because sometimes you don't want to be on the side with all the fun drinks and beverages and things. You want to be on the side with the fun pancake-style water fountain. But look at this, we get our own water feature, so take that, pancake beautiful waterfall. Now, if you're new to the Clutch Show, one reason I love a riverwalk type of situation like this is because we're going under bridges, and it's kind of like a tunnel, and that just the interaction of the water with the liveliness of the people on the side, that whole combination makes this place awesome. Like honestly, just to come down here and walk it, not even to do anything, is entirely worth it. Now, given that this is definitely a very tourist-heavy spot, they got your classic Hard Rock Cafe for you, because what's a tourist spot without a Hard Rock Cafe? And over across the street, that's Joe's Crab Shack over there. And actually back over there, there's a Bubba Gump over there. So, but among that, there is a lot of unique and non-as touristy type of places. But it is definitely not surprising to see all the tourist stuff. Oh, this is a particularly cool underpass. This is, I guess, at Presa Street. I'm reading up there. It just looks like, I feel like it's a bunch of teeth. A bunch of big whale teeth or something. Actually, like big human teeth? I don't know what kind of animal teeth. It's just fun. I like this vibes, the walking along. Although if you get on this and you didn't mean to, you're kind of on it for a while here. But there's so much neat stuff. Look how beautiful it gets. I can see, here, look how beautiful it gets. Enjoy the beauty. So I'm looking backwards from the way I was just standing a second ago, just to give you that orientation, but here's a Saltgrass Steakhouse, because that's actually, you get another like kind of thing there. But then of course across the way, we have the most classic of all like touristy things, the Rainforest Cafe. And if you know Clutch loves Rainforest Cafe. I have a video right there that you can click on at the top right. And then if you actually, there's a really cool Rainforest Cafe that I want to talk about, that if you want to see a Rainforest Cafe where there is a ride through a Rainforest Cafe, click on that thing up there. That's right, I'm plugging all my Rainforest Cafe today. This section looks like it's a lot more stores and like shops. We got a 5 and Dime, you got gifts and souvenirs up there, got a glasses stand, got a Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. We're actually really close to just being in a mountain town of Colorado. We just need a beef jerky experience and we got the whole thing covered. This section actually has a lot of restaurants just like that have both inside and outside parts, so a lot of options to sit along the river here. So it won't be a river walk, it'll be a river sit. Going under another bridge here. There's actually a restaurant under this bridge. I'm not sure what this is an extension of. Probably Casa Rio. Casa Rio's right over here. But it's kind of cool though. So if you want to eat both under the bridge and along the river, you got options. You're welcome. And here we have a second spot where you can get on those San Antonio River cruises, the Go Rio boat cruises. They're over here as well. So it's across from, there's an Irish pub there. There's something called, I think, the River's Edge across there. So again, you can just come up, buy tickets anytime, and then I think get to go on a fun boat ride. So we've kind of taken a turn in the river to nothing. So for the record, we did just kind of do a big U, like the main Riverwalk area is a big letter U with an offshoot. I might get to that offshoot a little bit later. We're now in the section where there's clearly less stuff. We do have the Western Art Museum, got some fun statues, the Briscoe Western Art Museum that you can go to right here. But other than that, I don't know how much more there is this way. Well, considering there wasn't a lot that we could see from where we were standing, we decided we're gonna cross this bridge and go back the other way. Because while it is very nice and it gets much more quiet, which is very nice, we wanna go back to fun stuff and see fun things. Because we're gonna go on a river cruise as well, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of that in the near future here. But something I do also want to say while I have you, and there's nothing really that interesting to look at, is that something about the Riverwalk is like this is the main like touristy Riverwalk area, but my understanding is like the Riverwalk as a whole is like miles, is like 25 miles or something if I remember off the top of my head. And like you can go to lots of other parts where like there's no businesses, but it's just nice and you can walk along the river. I do think there's one place that's like a little north of the downtown area or of like the main Riverwalk stuff that has like an interesting like kind of cave thing with carvings in it, but that like would be quite a walk from here. That's like a whole separate area. But just want to let you know, like the Riverwalk, as far as I understand, much more than just this. So now that we're on the other side, there's actually some like hidden waterfalls down there that they were below us and now we're across from them. So that's kind of neat. But then over here, I think this is a famous bridge. I think some people call this the Selena Bridge because I believe there's some affiliation with Selena that is very famous. I feel terrible for not knowing that history off the top of my head, but that's when I was doing my own minimal research. That's what I understood. So I believe famous bridge. We also got famous amphitheater. I know this one is famous because I believe this is where they filmed part of Miss Congeniality, and I know a lot of people like to make that reference when they're here, and I'm doing that too. So all that walking has made us thirsty, so we're stopping here at Buffalo Blue for some drinks. It looks like you could just sit up at the bar, which is really nice. Or what appealed to us about this is this had a lot of like tiered seating to sit along the Riverwalk, which was really cool. So we're sitting right at the front edge, so it looks like we've been locked up. We have not. We are getting drinked up, and so you can see you got a great view of the bend of the river here with all the Go Rio cruises coming by, and it is just it's a great people watching spot. Again, this is the Buffalo Bill, Texas that we came up to. This is a surprisingly lovely area. So of course, one of the fun things you've been seeing as we've been going around the Riverwalk is going on one of the Go Rio cruises that I've been talking about. So we're gonna step on that for a little bit to get a different perspective, and I'll show you a few highlights from that. I got so excited that I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. All right, thank you. Sure. Our cherry boat awaits. Oh, we don't have our C legs yet. We only have our A and B legs right now.
Hello.
So when you do get on the boat, it is open seating. It's not assigned seating or anything like that. And so basically, if you're first in line, you get to be at the front of the boat. So you can see exactly where you're going. So you'll know when we're gonna crash before anyone else. Let's go Rio. Go Rio. I think this is as fast as we go. Okay, here we go.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the city of San Antonio. Welcome to the beautiful Riverwalk. I'm your captain, Jose.
We're going to be spending together about the next 30 to 35 minutes.
30 to 35 minute ride here. 2.5 miles.
It's very shallow. The river is shallow, guys. It only goes about 4 feet.
Saying that the river is only about 4 feet deep, so quite shallow.
On the left-hand side are the seats. We can sit down. We can fit a capacity of up to 500 guests.
500 people can fit up there.
To the right side is the stage. Right behind it are 5 bells. They represent the 5 church missions in our city. Does everybody know that the Alamo is a church? It is.
Wow, Alamo is a church, and that represents the 5 something he said. I am bad at listening.
This stage was also featured in the movie.
This is the lowest bridge in the whole ride, so you gotta watch your head. Ooh, this is a nice long tunnel. Oh,
we are now entering into the tunnel of love.
Can I get a woo woo? Yeah, we get a woo woo.
I got a green light right there. Well, that green light does not mean go.
Oh.
It means that we're safe to pass over a floodgate. If you look to my left or right side, we got these walls that look like a windshield wiper.
Yep, got some floodgates.
This is number 4. This is why the green light is on. As you take a look behind me at this bridge, we got the locks of love. The Love Lock Bridge. Just like Paris, but Paris no longer has theirs. They got too heavy.
Hard to tell, but there's a lot of locks on that bridge up there.
It's a new year.
Oh, if you look over here to the right, just over here, that's Hugman's Oasis. That's where we started the tour.
As you look right in front of us, we got this big giant tree up ahead. This is the only twin cypress tree on the river walk. She's also the oldest and the tallest cypress tree on the river.
And this is floodgate number 3. That's a pretty cool thing here.
This gate is tested every day at 3:30 p.m. to make sure if it got to any technical issues. In case I can report it back to this.
Oh, that's cool. He was joking that they tested at 3:30 p.m. every day, and that's the exact time we just went under it. Ooh, that's bright. So there's the Esquire Tavern again. He said it is the oldest bar on the Riverwalk. Apparently, 1 hour after Prohibition, it was fully stocked. This is cool, seeing this like bar under the bridge over here.
If you look inside, the chandeliers.
Over here.
1921.
What do we got?
That's how high the water rose.
Wow.
Above street. Yeah.
So the water was flooded up to that second level of windows. And you're blocking my shot, bridge. A lot of good history and information that the guide gives you on this. I know the microphone doesn't pick it up super well. So like many things I do on Hello, I'm Clutch, you totally owe it to yourself to come on this yourself. This is delightful just to come along the river and really get all that information.
This was named after the late Tejano superstar Selena Quintanilla Perez from Corpus Christi. In 1997, the young Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, Jenny from the Block, she's on this bridge during the kissing scene. All because of that, Selena fans come here.
So point of correction from earlier when I talked about the Selena Bridge. This is actually the Selena Bridge over here. The other one was the Rosita's Bridge, I believe, which had a different level of famousness. So that's the Selena's Bridge.
After we exit this bridge, I want you looking up. You're going to see an optical illusion. A freestanding wall. Looks like one wall was built. We got rubber dumps here to the left. That's the building. Look it up after we exit, okay? Up in the front.
And apparently we have an optical illusion coming up here. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. That's neat. It looks like it's completely flat because of how the angle you get. That is nifty and a little bit freaky.
In front of us is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. This hotel was built in 1981. They only allowed this hotel to go 16 floors. Yeah, they were not going to allow it to go that high. It was really supposed to be a taller hotel, but the Conservation Society was not going to allow that. The casino club was brought by 2 German local authorities in 1927 is where they had their meetings here. That's when 1907 the Conservation Society once again saved the building.
Rainforest Cafe.
The first 2 floors were turned into the Saltgrass Steakhouse. We've now entered Restaurant Square. On both sides are many restaurants to choose. Many options here. The options can be Mexican food, Italian, Tex-Mex, Mexican food, seafood, Mexican food, steak, Mexican food, barbecue, Mexican food. AKA the father of this river. Thank you so much, Robert Hugman.
So that's Robert Hugman is the one who designed the Riverwalk, and I guess that's his architect office. And that explains why the tiki bar is called Hugman's Oasis. I never knew that.
To the right side is Casa Rio. This was the first restaurant to open up on the river and to offer dinner cruises. Yeah, we got them. An amazing experience. Family and friends to try out.
This is the first restaurant on the Riverwalk called Casa Rio, and I've eaten there, and it is delicious. And there you go. There's a few highlights from going along the San Antonio Riverwalk on the boat. We've been going along the Riverwalk. Highlights for the Riverwalk. You're welcome. So continuing that Riverwalk tour, now we want to go from basically across from Casa Rio, where we're going down to this little extension over here, where there's not as much restaurants and stuff, but this section is really nice, and at the end there's something really fun that I quite enjoy that I want to show you. So this is not exactly what I want to show you, but it is great that we got this wonderful water feature over here with all the falling water and then the big pile of sticks. I feel like it's safe to say this one time, damn. So fun random clutch fact that exists in the world here is that there's another YouTuber known as Texas Bushman who basically hides as a big bush and sometimes sits on the San Antonio Riverwalk and scares people and then posts it on YouTube, and it's hilarious. And then one time, way before I was doing my thing, my channel here, he got me, and it was like he was right over there on that side. He was dressed as a humongous bush, and then he scared me, and I had no idea what happened. And I just kind of ran away and just lived to be embarrassed for the rest of time. So once you get over here to this bridge, you can go down to the right over there, and there's some neat stuff to see over there once you go far enough. There's like a grotto situation. But then over here we got this neat statue, which I believe is relatively new, from like 2021 maybe, is what I think we heard. Something like that, so like relatively new addition over here. But then the part that's fun for me is this way, going towards the shops at River Center. So I think there's also an additional place that you can pick up these Go Rio boats. But what I like about this area is how much it integrates with the actual shopping center. So I'll show you that as we get a little closer. Also in this area, there's lots of like businesses, and it's a way to get, I think, into the mall, where there's a few fun activities as well. But what I really like is just how it's just crisscross applesauces everywhere. You got a Margaritaville, again, very touristy and such over there. And you got these big, it looks like mushrooms, like mushroom kind of umbrella awnings as well. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Or maybe they're buttons, I can't tell exactly. But then over here, something I enjoy that I feel like either I'm in the wrong spot or it's not doing exactly what I thought it did. Is that I thought this area is where it used to go to the hotel a little bit. So I think I'm at the wrong spot for that. But it's nice over here. It's very like cute. We got a Fat Tuesday over there. We got a Holy Moly over here. But there is a nice little bridge and thing you can go up to get like just some interesting views right in the middle there. So I apologize. I'm not sure I remember then where the actual integration with the hotel is. It's not going to be in this video, so if you know where that is, let me know in the comments. Wait a minute. Maybe this is what I was thinking. This is the shops of Paseo de Alamo. Like, this is where, yeah, I think this is what I was thinking. I think I used to think a whole boat went in here. Well, no, the river goes in here a little bit. Okay, this is what I was thinking. There's a little bit of inside integration here, and I'm going to go around so that the light isn't killing it. Oh my gosh, sorry. I was so excited that I actually got to show this to you. I didn't think I was gonna get to see this. It just, for some reason, I had a memory that the boats actually came in here, but no, it's just the nice water feature, and the river comes in here a little bit with a little bit of extra stuff. Let's show you just a little bit more, because it got all that inside yet outside feeling wonderfulness that is hiding in the corner over here. And I just love that the river just like, now we're inside. Honestly, this is really nice because it's nice and cool, but like it keeps going. And then it keeps going back here, and you got a cute little bridge, and then And then that's the end of the river. So thank you for coming with me on a fun walk around the San Antonio River Walk. Now, as I kind of said before, this obviously was not the entire river walk. This kind of the main like popular tourist central area, and there's so many little nooks and crannies that you could explore, find some extra things in and around, go up and down a little bit. There's so much around here that this really kind of in a way was just me kind of giving a basic crack the surface kind of tour, but I was happy to have you along with me. Anyway, if you did enjoy going along with me on this, I do have a lot of other fun things in Texas that you could do in these videos here. A lot of good stuff that you can do there. But if you want to go on a different adventure with me, that's a good one too. A lot of fun to be had in that one. But until I see you in one of those videos, for now, I will say goodbye. I am still Clutch.